Well, good morning, everybody. David Cook, D'Franco Painting and Wallpaper, and I am doing a video for you. It is 3:55. I've been up for way too long. Can't sleep. So I figured I'd do a video because we'll just kind of put it out there, some of the issues we've been having, and some of the things that are keeping me awake. So the biggest thing is apologizing. So sorry for a couple of customers that we've really let down this week. One of us let us know online, and the other one been kind enough to send us emails, and we've just been, I just dropped the ball. It's been a very, very stressful and crazy week and a half. It's no excuse. We just had a lot of stuff going on, and I didn't communicate properly with several customers, letting them know what was going on, letting them know some delays we had. So we lost 2 jobs, 2 customers, 2 people in the community. We just really let you down, and I'm really sorry. Just no excuse. It's just, I don't know, sorry. And the other thing that's keeping me up was back pain. So couldn't quite figure out what it was, and over the weekend it was kind of bothering me, and had just a couple real, I don't know, it felt weird. Couldn't quite figure it out, and then it kind of really hit Sunday of shingles. So it didn't quite know exactly what it was. Daphne had shingles 5 years ago, and she went to 2 doctors, and both doctors said they've never seen shingles that bad in their life. So I do not have it hurt as bad as she did, so I am really trying not to complain and be a Sally about it. But man, it actually kind of hurts. It's just right in the middle of my back. I'm fortunate that I have a very specific strain of it, that I don't have any of the blisters, but I have all the nerve pain. So it's really, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. I'm not gonna say it doesn't hurt. It's very uncomfortable, hence I can't sleep. And then just the issue of, I know, let customers down, and it's really bothering me. So combine that and some work. We ought to do a TV show. We could call it Let's Roll. I don't know. Paint Life would be great, but it's already taken by the Idaho painter, so we can't use that one. So yeah, shingles. The other thing we're doing is having some systems. So we have systems and processes in place to keep us, I guess, in line, but to kind of keep things on track. So we had a couple jobs in the last week in the process of just trying to hurry, trying to get things done. We did not follow through and do some of the systems and processes that we normally do on every single job to make sure the job goes correctly. So in the process, we made a mistake. One of them was cabinets, where we thought we were supposed to have handles on a couple doors, and they weren't supposed to be handles. So the day we thought we were finished, turns out I've got to take 18 doors off, bring them back here, and then over the weekend, filling the holes and repainting, sanding, smoothing, and getting everything back to where they were before, because they weren't supposed to have handles. So that wasn't a fun weekend, which I thought we were going to be doing some stuff outside, and I ended up working all day Saturday and part of Sunday, trying to get everything done so we could finish that job yesterday, which we were over on. And then in the process of not communicating, one of the other things we're having is still staffing issues. There's a lot of S's today, staffing. When I know we're not the only contractor, I know we're not the only business that's having staffing issues, but we're really struggling with trying to maintain people. And we've let people go, and in the midst of letting people go, people say, how can you let people go when you're short? And it comes back to the experience. I'm apologizing because I haven't done my part. And we need everyone to do their part. So not showing up for work, showing up late, leaving early, extended lunch periods, not knowing if you're coming in, not knowing if they're coming at all. We can't do it. That's not what I want. It's not what I say we're going to do for our customers. So in the process, we had one of our guys go that's been a key employee for a while, but at the end of the day, we just couldn't quite make it work anymore. So it was that was really hard to do. And again, we're trying to hire people and it's not working. And it's really odd because we have job ads going, and we pay pretty well, plus benefits, plus vacation, company events. So I think we're doing a good job of trying to create a decent culture. We've had some really good help with a friend of ours, Chris Hewitt. Chris Hewitt. And he helps companies come up with culture and developing stuff. So some of the stuff he did, or he's helped us with, he thought we did a good job. Some of the stuff he gave us some good ideas to help with. Employees that we have seem to like some of the stuff that we're doing, movie days and shooting and camping, and some of the stuff that we're doing outside of trying to pay better. But trying to get people to come on as an employee has been just almost impossible. And Chris actually does some stuff with hiring and staffing some companies in Iowa. And it was really interesting, some of the conversation he had where they're having issues at a corporate level where people don't want to work necessarily as an employee. They want to work as independent contractors for a specific project. And we're kind of seeing that. And I've never really liked the subcontractor model, but we are entertaining using part-time employees, independent contractors / subcontractors, which again, I've never been a fan of. I've liked having employees, but I don't know. I don't want to be one of those guys that never changes and never adapts to how things are moving. So it looks like we might be bringing some subcontractors on. We have one guy that we have as a part-time employee. You can call him a subcontractor. He is a part-time employee where he has a business, but if he's not working, he wants to work under us. And we had him work on one job. Okay. It was definitely not, it was not Chad Anthony. So learning to work with other people it's challenging. But overall, at the end of the day, I think he did a good job. So we have 3 guys that we're interviewing. We have one person that we just hired as a subcontractor working on a job in Crystal Lake. And that job, other systems issues of, thankfully this one, it was nothing we did wrong. It was just, we don't know. It's an older house and it should have been, we thought was going to be pretty easy. And I'll tell you, I give him a lot of credit because he has been exceptionally patient. So another reason we're delayed on a lot of jobs is jobs like this one where it's a smaller home, 5 rooms, and then a hallway. And it should have been relatively easy. One of the colors the customer picked was almost this color green. And the paint we put on there, we couldn't get it to cover, and we couldn't figure out why. 4 coats of paint on one wall, still didn't cover. Pole sanded, they put everything with a new primer, and we had our paint rep come out, and all they could say was either the paint or the tint that they used was an issue, so they gave us a different paint, and we painted it. It turned out great after we used the new paint. But meanwhile, it's time that you're spending trying to get this perfect finish on this accent wall to look really cool. And at the end of the day, it looked great, but in the process of you're trying to get it to work and lap marks and the shadowing, it was just really weird. So that was another issue. And then the same house, trying to remove wallpaper on the initial estimate, everything looked okay. We were able to play with it. A couple areas in the room that peeled off right away. Well, then when we got there, they took off a microwave, and when we took off the microwave, 3 layers of wallpaper are underneath. So it's really kind of an odd shaped kitchen. So 3 walls where the main kitchen are 3 layers of wallpaper. There's another wall that had 2 layers of wallpaper, and then a 4th wall that had 1 layer of wallpaper. And the wall that we played with had 1 layer of wallpaper. So they're not having fun. It's coming off the wall, but it's coming off in pieces. It's decent pieces, so it's not the worst job we've ever done with removing wallpaper. But when you're trying to get it done fast, it's not working. So another reason we've been delayed, same job, removing wallpaper in a hallway. And then they asked us to remove some chair rail, and we took the chair rail off. And as soon as the chair rail came off, we found out why they never took the wallpaper down is they had paneling, and the paneling had wallpaper on the paneling. Well, the customer wanted it gone. I don't blame them. It didn't look good. So we went to try and remove the paneling. The problem was flooring got put in. They put the flooring in. They put new shoe and new base trim over the paneling, so that way they knew it was there, but they still did it anyway. So then we had to take the paneling off, but we had to take the base trim off, but we couldn't get the base trim off because part was glued to the paneling, and new nails were put in, the new shoe, so we had to take out the trim that just got put in, which delayed it again. And then they got the paneling off, and now you're skim coating walls where the paneling was, and priming and having fun doing that, which again delays a job, which delays another job, which delays another job. So it's been this job that was supposed to be 5 days, we're on day 9. So hopefully them guys will be done. They're hoping for Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. Yeah. So Wednesday is the day we're hoping that's going to be done. At this rate, I don't know. I'm just waiting for a call tomorrow that something else is going to come up on it. So with the subcontractor thing, here's a question for you. You put comments below. If we're doing the vetting process, if we're doing background checks, if we're making sure they do a good job testing them out at our house, testing them out in our shop, something, would you have a problem with subcontractors? They're all insured. They have their own insurance. We carry our own insurance to make sure everything's covered. But it seems to be more and more popular, not just with all trades. I just never really have been a fan of it again. So, but I'm curious to see your feedback and hear your feedback if that's something you'd be interested in, if it's what concerns you about us having a subcontractor. Yeah, I don't know. I got stuck. So those were kind of some of the issues that keeping me awake. I really feel bad about those customers we let down. We reached out to them and we offered them a discount, and you know, I'll do the work evenings, I'll do whatever it takes to make it right, to get it done for you, but it didn't work out. If you have ideas on hiring, you know, some great ideas we're looking forward as we keep growing. You know, God is good. God is good. And he has blessed us with a ton of work, and people still keep calling. We've turned down ads, so we're not really even spending any ad, and we're still getting people to call. As we try and keep growing in the Huntley area, Pingree Grove, Hampshire, Elgin, Gilbert's, as all these homes are being built, we really, really want to be known for people that stand by our work, and we want to be known for doing excellent service. So bear with us as we experience some growing pains. We keep going up, we keep going up, but in that up, there's that dip of growing pains, So we've had quite a few of those in the past 4 months. We actually tried to been hiring some sales guys to kind of help me, so I don't have to do as much, and I can be in the field working with customers and pitching in where I need to, and that quite hasn't worked out. I thought it would be a little easier to hire on that with people that keep jumping jobs, but that hasn't been as easy as I thought it was going to be either. But nothing great is ever easy, so I keep looking at that. Yeah, great book. If you guys haven't read this book, I am addicted to this book. He's the CEO of Hobby Lobby, so he talks about how he's grown Hobby Lobby and what he's done to get there. I really like that book. If you haven't read it, I would read it. It's really been convicting for me on how we do business and what we're doing business for. If you don't know, one of the big things we have is Daphne, Gwen, and then another family friend, Edith. They has started this thing called Camp Cedar, and basically it's a camp that specializes in helping people that have been sexually abused, and it's not your fault, and let's, you know, kind of getting through the problems of it, and there's a lot to unravel with that. So we do our best to sponsor those, and we have a lot of help. Financially, I would love to just be able to sponsor it so that way, no matter what, D'Franco just pays for it. And the girls, the volunteers, the camp, the locations that they have, events that it's paid for. And these young women, and they're young and they go all the way up. Some people don't even realize it's happened to them or they don't remember. And it's kind of a healing process. So it's teaching them that, they are heroes, suffering from, they were victims of some bad stuff. So we do our best. That's one of our big goals. What's my big push. I want to make sure this is paid for. That these incredible people have some place to go, place to heal, place to plug into. So when there is an issue, they can go to it. It's kind of another thing, affirmation, or I guess you call it, but just more of we're going in the right direction. That movie, if you've seen it, Sound of Freedom, that came out last week, July 4th. We went and saw it on the 4th. Man, what a great movie. Jim Caviezel, I'm sure I said his name wrong, did an amazing job. True story. It's based off sex trafficking, and he shares some really, really scary numbers and scary facts about it. I know I'm completely off subject with painting, but one of my biggest motivators is what we're doing it for, and that's one of the things I'm doing it for. If you haven't talked to my wife Daphne, and if you haven't met her, she is an amazing person, loves serving, loves helping other people. And so my goal is to make sure somehow, some way, that she never has to quote unquote work, and that her job is to do nothing but help people. So that's my drive over the past 3 months, is to make sure we can figure out a way to keep her doing what she does best, and that's helping people. She's exceptionally amazing at it. And that's where she is naturally gifted. So I know I personally want to make sure that she can do that for the rest of her life, because when she does that, she is in a whole different ball game. You ever see people in their zone? The Michael Jordan, he's in the zone, he makes that shot, and shoulders are up. That is my wife when she is helping people. She is in her zone. And when you see that, you cannot help but not want to make sure she does it more. Anyway, so again, sorry for everybody. Sorry isn't enough, but that's where we're at. Shingles. I'm not going to say get the vaccine because I'm not a huge vaccine person, but so far Tylenol has helped. My sister turned us on to geranium oil. It stinks. It does take some of the twinge out though, so I'll give it that. And then we're always working on our systems, and let us know about subs. So I'd love to have your feedback. This is a completely long video, completely different than everything I've done before. We could do a paint show. We could do a reality series on painting. Roll on. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are able to sleep. If not, put your comments on why you can't sleep and what's keeping you awake at night. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless.